Hey friends, it is Jenna, what is up, and welcome back to the Board Game Garden, and welcome to finally the reboxing and organization of Mythwind. I did do an unboxing probably like a month ago, and I unboxed all of Mythwind, the all-in pledge of Mythwind, and I just want to jump into this, so I'm very excited to be reorganizing this, getting it all ready so that I can jump into playing Mythwind and starting my solo campaign. So I will be playing this solo. I might eventually introduce other people into the game. I believe with this game you can have people jump in and out of the campaign, and in Mythwind you are just building up your village with these different characters and going along on this story, and I'm just really excited to start playing it. So without further ado, if you guys want to see how I reorganize Mythwind, I'm going to be going through the box and punching everything and organizing everything. So if you guys want to see that, then just keep on watching. Give this video a big thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button down below if you've yet to do so. We'd love to have you here in the garden. Comment down below if you pledged or got Mythwind. I would love to know. And I've heard a lot of good things from the people that I have seen play it so far, so I'm excited to get into it myself. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this organization and reboxing of Mythwind, shall we? Alright, so I have done this type of video with only one other game before, and that was the Castles of Burgundy. And I actually really enjoyed doing that one, and that video did quite well, and that makes me really happy because this is one of my favorite things to do with board games, especially bigger ones like this where it takes a little bit more effort to kind of unbox them and organize them and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to be doing this one. Also let me know down below if you guys want to see more of these. Let me know if you guys want to see more unboxings and organization and stuff like that. Like I said, I will pretty much just be punching out all of these punch boards. There are many punch boards, and then I will be organizing them into these different trays, which in Mythwind you actually have a bunch of different characters. Also, I'm pretty sure our heater just came on, so apologies if you hear a funny noise and the dogs are walking around. This is a very chill video, but yeah, you have all these individual trays for the different characters, and in these punch boards here we're gonna have a lot of stuff to kind of organize these punch boards. I don't know if maybe in, what is in this? Does this have any sort of telling tale of how to organize things? We got some pictures, so I feel like I can probably get through kind of guessing my way through. Yeah, I'm not sure if they include a manual or an instruction book on how to organize things within these, but there are some pictures of the trays, so I should be able to manage. But we have all four of the different character boxes here. So you have the farmer here, which I think I actually included their little journals on top. So we have the farmer, we have the merchant, we have the ranger. Oh my gosh, my dogs are fighting. And then we also have the crafter here as well. And then we do have just the tray of different boards. I didn't know what these were when I first unboxed the game, but they are actually the different pieces of the town. And these little spots here are going to be where you're going to be putting the buildings for your town and stuff like that. So I believe this is all kind of already organized. I forget what is underneath these boards. Okay, so there is some stuff here that I'm going to have to organize and add to there. I'm assuming it's part of the punch board, so we're going to do that. At some point, I want to do the 4 character trays first. And then we have all of the different things at the bottom here, which are pretty much already organized. We just have all of the different cards and the miniatures for the characters and stuff like that. So yes, I'm going to push that aside. Also push the lid aside. We'll get to that later. But for the most part, we are going to kind of have everything out of the way, and we are going to be punching out this stuff and hopefully finding different spots for all of these things. So I will say I do have the metal coins for the game, so you do have the punch outs for the cardboard ones, so I'm probably just going to keep those on here. I'm not going to use them because I do have the metal ones. But yes, I guess we can do this. Town season tile resource tokens, action spaces, and goal tokens. So I'll probably just kind of punch these out and put them in a little pile, and then we'll figure out after that where everything goes. So these are some resource things. I think these are the goal tokens, possibly. We have these 2 tokens here as well, and I have no idea what those are for. And then, like I said, I'm gonna leave these coins in here. Again, got some stuff here. Pretty much all the same things. And then once we're finished with this, we can actually get into the different characters and all of the different things that we add for the characters. I'm thinking this stuff that I'm punching out right now is probably going to go into the like town board section. Got some coins there. All right, so let's start. Since I have the crafter right at the top here, I'm going to actually see if I can find the crafter stuff. So it's really nice because they actually have things labeled here. So these I know are for the crafter. These are the crafter dials. So I'll put those in a pile. And then I believe all of this stuff here is for the merchant. And then this is here, game tray dice divider. Not sure what that is, but we'll put that over there. We know that this is all for the merchant. We also have all this stuff for the crafter, which we have, I think this is all of like her main board stuff. So let's get this stuff out. This is all the merchant stuff. We got farmer stuff underneath that. Let me know if this is something that you guys enjoy watching. I also like never really know what to talk about when I'm doing this. So let me know, maybe in the future I could plan these a little bit better and actually reach out to people on like Instagram or on YouTube here or on Patreon, different things like that, and I could do like a Q&A while I did this. I could also alternatively do these like reboxing organization videos live. That would give me more to like kind of talk about and have like continuous conversation. Because I'm not gonna lie, one thing is these dogs are very cute. But I'm not gonna lie, I never know what to talk about, so I'm kind of just yapping here. And I don't know if that is annoying to you guys, so let me know. I could very well like put some music over top and kind of make this more of a chill video where there's not as much yapping, which I might end up doing for some of this because a lot of this is going to be me punching things out and stuff like that. But yes, this is farmer. Not doing the merchant yet, but this is merchant stuff. We have the ranger. We have the crafter. So this is the main part of the crafter. We also have this here, which is part of the crafter as well. We have some more coins, and then we also have these, which I think these are for the crafter as well. I think these are like different things that she can craft, and you actually have to have like a certain amount of different things in order to craft them, possibly? I'm not sure because it says things like double time, worker encouragement, good marketing, multifaceted. So I'm not sure if I'm actually like building things or like crafting things with those. It just seems like that's what it is, or like specific things need specific crafting items. So not sure, but I will never know until I actually play the game. So that is everything for the crafter. So let me grab the crafter journal and crafting tray. So that's what this is here. It's a burgundy color. I'm going to move these coins off to the side. I just wanted to show you guys those. So all of the crafter things are going to go in here. I will say that this goes here, but there is stuff that goes underneath it. So I'm not 100% sure what that means. We do have the different dials here. So I am going to put those into these different spots, which I'm sure the starting positions don't really matter at this point. So I will kind of just put them all generally the same direction. And also I must do it in rainbow formation. I must do it. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, blue, and purple. So there we go. We have the dials there. I also, again, I'm assuming maybe these go in here. Let's maybe do that. They seem to fit here nicely. I still don't really know what character I want to be for my first play, because I believe in solo play you have to actually be one of the 4 plus the additional one from the expansion, so one of 5 different characters. So it's going to be hard to kind of decide what character I want to be, but I'm sure I will play this multiple times. Also, I don't know, is this not for... Oh, it is. It goes on top of here. Ah, ha, ha, that's what the dials are for. I understand. These are very small little things that I have to get out here. Oh, these dogs. I think they actually went upstairs now. Hopefully you guys can hear them, or I'm going to sound like I'm crazy. Okay. I'm also pretty sure that there's not much else I have to do here. There are like spots for cards and stuff, which I'm sure like once you start playing the game, you obviously need to keep your cards somewhere. So I'm sure each of the different character little containers are going to have spots for cards, but I'm not necessarily going to have the cards yet. So that's the dial thing there. So you do have the dials underneath, and you can see different money amounts as well as I think like quantities here. So for the red, it's 2, 6. All of them are 2, 6. But then obviously when you change the dials, it'll change the different quantities and numbers and stuff. I think this goes here. Sounds about right. My only thing is, do I keep these things that I am punching out? I do not think so. I will keep them just in case, but I'm pretty sure this is just to put here. Then you have the different things. I'm assuming maybe these go in here, maybe. We will see. So that is so far that. We also have this, which I'm assuming is going to go here. This is going to go right here, like so. I believe these, nope. Is it for these? Is that what fits there? Yep. So I'm going to be putting those into the different spots here. We'll see what that means. I'm like so intrigued by all of the different characters and like how exactly they play, which I do want to let you guys know that Board Game Coffee is another Canadian content creator that actually worked with Open Owl Studios to create how to play videos for all of the different characters in Mythwind, and he did a fantastic job, and I'm really excited to dive in and watch the different videos from him. So did that. I think we have to pile up all of the different good types. I'm not sure if all of them are going to fit into all the different spots. I don't know how many of each color there are, and if I need to have all of them be in separate spots, but I definitely think that there are more spots than there are colors, so maybe I don't have to fill them up as... Oh, maybe not. No, I'm crazy. There are 5 different spots and 5 different colors. Look at how nicely organized this is. This makes me extremely happy. I think that is pretty much everything for the crafter. You have all of your different goods here. You have this here, you have these underneath here, you have this, you have the dials all set up with all of the different dials there. So that is it. Like I said, you probably have like something here that you potentially gain, maybe some resources, stuff like that. Then you also have some cards here. I'm assuming you're going to be gaining cards and stuff. And then lastly, this is going to go on top here, like so. I'm not sure what this is for either. Possibly money, or it could be, I don't think you get dice in this game. Could be wrong. I wonder if I am able to fit this in here. Will you close if I put you in there? That actually works out well because it actually keeps all of the different punch outs pretty snug. So that works out really well. Like nothing, you guys see my face there? Nothing really moves there, so that's kind of nice. All right, so that is everything for the first one we have there. I'm gonna throw these punch boards on the ground. So we're finished with the crafter. Let's actually move into, we also have the ranger, which honestly, it doesn't look like the ranger has too much stuff. I don't remember seeing much for the ranger. Okay. I might have to look in this. Hopefully I remember. I don't want to go back and open this up, but basically the crafter journal will have in the first few pages kind of like a components and what I need for the rangers. So there are some cards that I possibly have to get for the crafter. Okay, let's see what the ranger gets. We do have the farmer here, the ranger here, you have the merchant, which is going to be next. Then you also have all the farmer stuff here. Oh yes, here we go. So this spot right here is for the rangers. You have their little inventory token here. You also have this big board here. And then the rest of this stuff is for the farmer. So I'm gonna put that over there. This one here has nothing for the ranger. So that is just the merchant there. I'll put that there too. I feel like the ranger is going to be pretty simple. They actually have a pretty similar system here. So it actually looks like maybe the characters have some similarities in what they do on this side, possibly, because you do have all these different tokens here, which you guys can see here that they have the same kind of shaped tokens as the crafter did. But let's punch out that ranger board. We also have this, which again looks pretty similar with the boxes and then the spots for the different tokens. And then all of the tokens, like I said here, which we can punch out. And then we just have remaining the coins, which I do not need because I have the wonderful metal coins. So we got all of the Rangers tokens, this guy here, which this guy looks like it is gonna go here, and you can kind of move it, possibly. Oh yeah, it looks like that's how it is. Set inventory level, place inventory token in the leftmost slot of the inventory track. I will say the only thing is this doesn't really like fit into the inventory track. It kind of like sits on top. So I don't know if that's, you can't really set it down into the tray. That I think goes here. It looks like there's a little circular spot there for the inventory token. We then again have all of these different little tiles here. Value awareness, community builder, stocking up, delegator. So these may be like different actions that you're maybe choosing to do on a given day or something, where you're planning on going, maybe. I really love, honestly, when I'm like going through board games, when I'm like first opening them, I love kind of trying to figure out what different things mean. So that's always fun. Okay, oh yes, that's why. So this, the token, the inventory token, is going to be placed in here a lot better because this little punch out board actually raises it up a little bit. So actually let me, oh yeah, so it definitely goes in and makes a lot more sense once you have this punch out in here. Then you do have to lift it up and move it to the next spot, so on and so forth, because the punch out makes it deeper. All right, and then lastly we have this here, which is again similar to the crafter, or actually pretty much the exact same as the crafter, the different square spots. Then you also have the different things. Yeah, it kind of looks like this is like morning time and then dusk time, so you're kind of like putting out the different actions that you're going to be performing throughout the day, maybe. That's fun. Okay, so in here it actually says that I need some more things. We need the tool/good cards. So I actually might need to go through, you know what I might do? I might like cut off the camera or just do it off camera. I will finish doing all of the initial setup for the different characters, and then I will turn off the camera. I will let my cameras rest because, fun fact, this upward camera here is a Sony, and Sony cameras like to overheat. So it often overheats. So if you ever see videos with the top-down camera, just know that it is a pain in the butt, and I do always have to be checking on it to make sure that it is still going and it didn't just turn off on its own because it overheated. So yes, if you're a content creator and you're looking into getting a camera for filming board game stuff, definitely don't recommend a Sony because they do overheat. So for the time being, that is everything for the Ranger. Like I said, we do have some more like cards to put in here that I do need to go in and find within all of the other cards. So I'm going to take a little bit of time after we're finished punching out and organizing the initial character boxes. I really love how if you put the journal in there, it like literally does not move. The top clips on and everything inside is like solid. That makes me very, very happy. So 2 down, 2 to go. We now have the Merchant, which is absolutely beautiful. Fun fact, I am a huge fan of merchant themed games, so I'm tempted to start with the Merchant. I think that would be fun. Either the Merchant or the Crafter. So yeah, we will see what happens, but this is the Merchant. Like I said, you do have a little bit of a setup here for the player. We have some bunch of goods tokens and stuff, which is on this punch sheet here, so I'll do that. We also have the main merchant punch board. We have some market upgrades, her skills, that's what they are. And we also have some additional cards as well, so I'm gonna have to find those. But yeah, let me grab, we do have the merchant board here as well. So all of the characters do have this kind of skill area, which makes sense that they would have some similarities. Each character does play differently, but they do have that similarities with the skills. Maybe they will be gaining these skills or using these skills in different ways, but they do all have that similarity there. So we have skills, we have the merchant tile, put that there, and then we also do have all of this stuff here. So we have this secondary spot for her that's going to go here, which is very cool. I'm going to have to punch out those things. Then we also do have all of her little itty bitty merchant things. Goods and market upgrades. So these are the market upgrades. And then we have all of the goods, which I don't really know how I want to do this. Each of these different spots do have a specific color coordinating with the different goods, but you can, once you punch them out, you do still have that outline. So we good. All right, so all those are punched. This is going to go here. And I'm assuming you're going to be like collecting the different goods, possibly moving up and down these tracks here. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that this is going to be very satisfying. We have all the different goods. So we have green, we have blue, can go here. We have purple, can go here. And then lastly, we have orange on this side. Not sure if that's exactly how that works, but we're just gonna do that. Also, my dogs are running around. I don't know where these go, but they're the different, like, I think they're called upgrades. So I don't know exactly where those are gonna go, but I'll just put them into one of those holes there. And then we'll put all of these here. Handshake deal. Guild benefit. Acquired expertise. Satisfied customer. Market savvy. Commodity speculation. Ooh. And worker encouragement. Okay, so we have all of those things. Lastly, we do have this here, which is again gonna go in the same spot as all the other characters, like so. And then with the merchant, I do believe that there are some additional cards that I need to grab. And that is pretty much it. So, we need this guy here. It's gonna go there. This will go here. The merchant journal is pretty hefty, I will say. So I don't know how this is gonna close. I don't know, perfect. I will say that this, maybe I should like move the merchant journal over so that these don't move. No, that's fine. So we're done with the merchant. And then lastly, we do have the farmer, which I feel like the farmer has the most things to punch out, but it does seem like a lot of fun what you were doing with the farmer. That's why I'm kind of tempted to be the farmer, because this looks so much fun. You have all of these different things that you're going to be placing here. Again, I do think that there's maybe a board that you place on here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they are just... Oh no, that's fine. The reason why it wasn't laying before is because I didn't punch out the middle. But yeah, everything like kind of goes into this grid area and it's so freaking cool. So you have a bunch of like forest pieces. You have a bunch of like crop pieces as well. I think there's like a coin value on each of them because that's how much you have to pay in order to maybe excavate it. So that you can farm on the land or maybe pay to put them in. Not 100% sure. All right, so this is the crops. We also have this guy here, which this is for the farmer. And this looks like it's gonna go here. I love the way that looks. Wow, this is like probably one of my favorite pieces. Look at how pretty it is. I don't know why this like is just so pretty to me. I just love like the coloring of it. The like gradient from green to red. Like the different seasons, I guess. Oh, so nice. But yeah, like I said, we have all of these different tokens. We have some, I think these are cows. Got some cows. All right, so I'm all finished punching out the crops. We then again have the board and stuff for the farmer here. Make sure my camera's still rolling. It has started to overheat, so it has begun. All right, so we do have quite a few things for the farmer. I don't think the farmer has any cards. I could be wrong though. No cards for the farmer, but the farmer does get this green bag, which makes sense. And then we have the weather chart, which is that guy there. Okay, so it does seem like it would only make sense for this, my camera stopped filming. It only makes sense for this to be for the crafter, so I'm going to put that aside, assuming the crafter is going to need that. But as for what we want to put into here, I will put, we put livestock in here. We can put equipment over here. I believe this is equipment as well. Put that in there. Hopefully all of this will fit. And we have the crops. I don't know if all this is going to fit in here. Okay, and then lastly, like with every other character, I'm going to have to add all of these skill things, which there's a skill called Cowboy. Good planner. That's fun. Worker encouragement. I think worker encouragement is one that all of them have. Got handy, harvester, botany. Ooh, I love that. As well as careful harvester. There you go. So all the skills are there. And then again, this one can go like so. Boom. And then I don't know, I might actually just keep the bags down below and then we'll put this here and then put this on top. Hopefully that will make all of the little crops there stay in place. I don't think they actually can move at all because of the like top part. But there is the farmer, and that is everything for all 4 of the characters. Boom, 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 and boom. Like I said, these 2 will be going to these 2 characters, but I'm not going to put them into their trays. I'm just going to keep them like this. And then like I said, right now I am going to go through all the cards quickly off camera. I'm going to change my battery and let my top camera chill out for a little bit so it doesn't overheat again. But yeah, I'm going to quickly go through all the cards at the bottom. All of the cards are actually down in here. So I'm going to go through and collect all of the different cards for the certain characters, and then we can quickly add them all into there. I will then need to find certain places for these. And I do also need to do the expansion characters. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit for me and literally a second for you. All right, so I am back and I found all of the different components for all of the different characters. I will say the farmer has no additional cards or anything, so he just has all of his different crops and things. The crafter does have some additional request cards, so I guess she gets requests from customers to craft some things. So I'm going to put these into her tray. I do think that these go here, possibly. Do those fit? They certainly do, but why did I put them upside down? I don't know, because that's going to bug me. Put them the right way up. And then I still don't really know what goes here. Maybe, or here. I'm thinking you get things as you go throughout the game, so obviously you can put them in there. You have like different spots for things. I was thinking it was for the minis, but I don't think the minis would fit in there, so they just go, which also I'll show you guys this here. This is kind of how this is organized. So you have all the character minis, the building cards, we have a bunch of event cards, as well as these cards over here. We have the 2 bags, so the burgundy bag for the crafter as well as the green bag for the farmer. Then you also have some envelopes here that I believe you don't open until a certain point in the campaign. So that is how that bottom is laid out. Then the crafter is all good and finished with her request cards. We also have the merchant here, which has quite a few different types of cards. She has customer cards, she has tendency cards, and she has rivals. So those are going to go into her thing here, which, how is this going to work? That's my question. Do these go? Okay, I think that might work. So I guess the tendency and customer cards get stacked into this bottom area, and then the rival cards fit wonderfully right there. Just have to move a few tokens. All right, so that is how that is going to work. That actually makes a lot more sense. Then that's gonna go there. Okay, so that's everything for the merchant. And then lastly, the ranger also has some different things here. He has an expedition length. This is like a tile. He also has some expedition cards as well as these different resource cards. So these will most likely go into different spots here. So how do I think this works? I don't know, I'm just going to guess. I'm gonna put these here. I'm gonna put these here, and then maybe this just goes on top. Easy. And then this goes here, still fits. I'm assuming maybe once things come into play, you'll put them here. But for now, when I'm not playing the ranger, it's gonna go in like that. We're going to put the lid on. And that is everything for the ranger. So those are all finished. We have all 4 of the characters there. The only other thing I need to do for the main box is we need to put everything that is kind of like communal into this communal tray. So you have all of these boards, which like I said, they all are going to connect together, I believe, to make the city. So you have it kind of looking like this, if you guys can see that. So that's eventually going to be your village that you're going to be building up, putting different buildings in. You have like your communal resources here, which you have these little resource tokens that go into this track. But as for this tray here, we do have some stuff to put in here. So we have these, I forget what these are called, but they're specific tokens. They're gonna go into these 5 spots here. Also, if you guys can hear, Walter is chewing on something. There was he's chewing on, I don't know what he's chewing on. There was a picture of what goes into here. I'm assuming some of these are going to be things like that are in play, but I am just going to put some of these things in here for now. So we do have this adventure tile that I'm just gonna put here. This side looked like it had some adventure tokens and stuff as well. Do these actually not go here? Maybe I have gotten this all wrong. I'm assuming this is kind of like the current ongoing tray. So I might have been wrong when I put these in here. I am going to put the weather cards here. These I can actually fit into this main box here, just on top of these building tiles here. Those fit there. That's actually where they initially were. And then I'm just going to put the weather things in here, as well as these different action tiles. I'll put those in there as well. And then just because I can, I'm going to put, that looks so bad. I cannot do that. I can't do that. I simply cannot do that. Maybe I leave that empty for the time being and I actually just organize this a little bit better and put the tiles stacked in here. Hopefully I can fit all 4 of them stacked, and then I'll put those resources there. You actually only need one of each of these 4 resources for this spot right here, but they actually give you additional ones. Also, this spot up here is going to be for the dice, so I'm going to grab those. I'm going to put all the dice in here. I'll probably just kind of randomly place them in here. You are supposed to, when you save your game, you actually have this little separator here, this little tab that you're actually supposed to put into one of these spots to separate the dice that you do not have access to and the dice that are like currently in your game. Because I guess you can get additional dice throughout the game, and you don't have access to all the dice right off the bat. So you kind of have to put that tab in there so you remember which dice you have and which dice you do not. So there we go. We have that there. Oopsie. Don't touch them, Jenna. And then, lastly, we have all of our coins. So these 3 spots here are going to be for the coins. Ooh, those sound lovely. I'm going to assume you have the least amount of 10s. I'm going to put the 1s on this side. Then I will put the 10s in the center. Is that the best option? That would only make sense, right? Okay. Hopefully I can put these back on top without any issues. We're good. And then we'll put this back on top, like so. Let me put the map back in there. Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen with the expansion character, but I did successfully fit all of the base game characters in here. I also got the map as well as the main rule book. Took me a while to think of that word. And now everything is nicely in the base game box. There's not a single little bit of lid lift. It's looking beautiful. So that is everything for that. Let's quickly, I actually forgot what the character is in the expansion box. I might actually want to play the expansion character. I'm not 100% sure. I know that the container or the tray that it's in is orange, but I for some reason cannot remember what it was. The Innkeeper. Ooh, that actually sounds like a fun one too. Okay, so the Innkeeper. Oh, I remember the Innkeeper. Oh, this is tempting. I really like the color of the Innkeeper's like board as well. Okay, so we have all of these things down here, which I didn't actually unbox any of this or like take any of this out of the packaging, so I'm going to quickly do that. There's like not a ton more, you just have 5 more buildings that I will just place here. Also have some additional smaller cards that we'll put here. These are more events. The amount of event cards in this game is just astounding to me. Like Nathan, I believe, was the one that did all of like the story building and the world building for this game. And wow, it's just amazing to me how much goes into that. Okay, so I do believe some of these cards are going to be for the Innkeeper and ones that I can put into her box. So let me quickly check. Yes, so she's going to be getting the gossip cards. So that is actually the ones that I assumed. We have some gossip cards here, which I love the art on these cards. They are food. You guys know, if you don't, I love anything food related on cards. So we have some food cards. Oh, wow. So you have some gossip cards. Those are going to be going into her tray. And we also have additional dice for this player as well. Just throw those in there. All right. And then you have her little mini here, which is adorable. Then we also have her little bag, which I can try to fold up and place into one of these little sections here. All right, let me push that aside. We have all of the innkeeper stuff here. Again, we have some more coins and stuff, but I'm not going to take those out. We have all of her skill tokens. Take those out. So we'll go down here. Let me know if you guys ever get like deluxeified components. So for example, I got the metal coins for this. Do you guys keep the punch out components, or do you, if you know you have the deluxeified components, do you just throw out the cardboard stuff? I actually ended up doing that for my Castles of Burgundy because I did get the acrylic tokens. I also got the like 3D miniatures for it as well. So I was like, if I don't think I will ever use the just normal punch out cardboard components. The nice thing about the cardboard components for Castles of Burgundy was the fact that they had the writing on the bottom. The acrylic tokens don't. I'm sure there's places that now sell stickers that you can put on the back of your acrylic tokens. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I don't know if I will actually punch out any of these coins. I think I might just throw out the boards because I already know that I have the metal coins and I don't need the cardboard ones, but it still just kind of makes me feel bad, you know? It makes me feel bad throwing out perfectly good components, but I just know I'm not going to use these if I have access to the metal ones. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. There's not enough room for all of these in here, so I think I'm going to put all of these into this section here, which makes sense. It looks like they are also, apologies if you guys can hear, Walter is chewing on a pretzel. Okay, so we also have these two markers here, which I believe are going to go onto these spots here. So they're going to go into this little area here. We also, again, have her skill tokens. So we're going to place them into this area here. So that is that, or those are those, or whatever. I'll put those up there. Punch out this thingamabob. Push those. This again will go here, just like all of the other characters. We also have her gossip cards. Go there. This, I'm thinking, does it go like this? Yes, I do believe that that's how that goes. And then this goes here. All right, so I finished up with her thing here. We have her gossip cards there, everything underneath there. I do think that I'm just going to put all of these tokens at the bottom of her tray because they're definitely not fitting into here. So we're going to put this like this, and then I will go ahead and just throw all of these into here like so, because it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be able to fit her tray into the main box anyways. I could actually, if I wanted to, instead of having this little individual box, I could try, if I remember that I put all of the additional things for Winds of Magic, I just need to remember I placed it into this box. Which, like, technically this is like a micro expansion, so it makes sense that I would put it in here. Is there anything else in there? I do have like the rules here, so I can just place that with the rules for this expansion, which is Expanded Horizons, just so that I remember that this expansion is in here as well. So this expansion, the Winds of Magic, comes with 2 of the weather cards, or weather tiles, sorry, and it also comes with a bunch of different size cards. It also comes with some additional buildings, a tea house, a pottery building, a newspaper building, and an apothecary, which I love. And all of this should be able to just fit into one of these sections. So I will just put all of the components for this little expansion into here. And that should just fit into there nicely. I actually still have room for something else here if I really wanted to. I could very well, I don't really want to fold this anymore, so I probably won't do that. But yeah, I still do have a little compartment here for anything else that I wanted to put there. Put that there. Put the rules for Expanded Horizons, as well as the Winds of Magic in there. Close this up, and that is everything for my organization and reboxing of Mythwind. So like I said, I do have this that I want to frame. I did everything in here. I don't really want to put it up. I guess it's fine. Everything is pretty nicely organized in there. So I do have everything organized nicely in the Expanded Horizons box. And then I do have everything very nicely organized in my Mythwind base game box. Now that I have these all organized and ready to go, I'm going to learn how to play Mythwind. I've learned a little bit. I watched like the main video that Board Game Coffee did, but I need to go in and watch all of the like the individual characters to see which one that I want to play the most. So very excited for that. Now that I have everything all organized, I'm all ready to go to play Mythwind. So keep an eye out for possibly some live streams of me playing Mythwind. Also, I will most likely include it in some content as well. When I get to playing it, I will include it in some monthly wrap-ups and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button down below if you've yet to do so. We'd love to have you here in the garden. And comment down below, again, if you got Mythwind, if it's something that you're interested in. If you're excited to see me play, let me know. Also, if you do want to see me play, let me know what character you want me to play. Do you want to see me play the farmer, or the crafter, or the merchant, or the ranger, or even the innkeeper? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I will see you in the next board game video. Bye, friends.